Cari amici sportivi, it's a little group therapy session for now. Who knows who's going to join us very soon? Everybody is welcome. Tommy's here. He's frozen. I don't know what's going on. He's gonna come back on. There we go. He's back on. We got Gio. We got Tommy. Before we start, guys, happy birthday to Sabrina from Toronto. Sabrina, first ever Patreon member. Happy birthday to her. And guys, we are telecom champions. Telecom champions. Renee, you're part of a Patreon. Jump on. You need therapy, right? You could come on. We got Gio, we got Tommy. Let's first off, let's go through. I don't know if you guys were able to watch the game, but I need to. Oh my God, Gio! I think you guys had still had the same feed as we had here in Canada. So we had Stefano Piolo. We had new signing Tatarusanu, the commentator said, and Bacalhau. Bacalhau was playing today, but how did you pop champagne for the telecom champions that we are?
No, Vinny, no. And remember Ibrahim
Diaz, yeah.
Yeah.
And Rebic. Yeah. Not a Rebic, like a bitch. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I think he was on the sauce. But did you enjoy the game today? And maybe you're.
I was watching on Sport Italia
it's
because
it's Gio's.
Okay.
Gio, so how did you enjoy the game? And I know these are like preseason games, and we're joking about let's be Twitter Milanistas and go, oh look, Inter tied 2-2 and we're a cup champion. But no, did you enjoy the game today?
I enjoyed the game, but dang man, my guy that I've been raving out for the last 3 years let me down. I didn't hear like the commentator mention Pobega's name all along. He needs to step up. He's at a big club now, so he needs to step up. But after they started, like in the first 15 minutes, Cologne they were like attacking us and stuff like that. And I also like that team because my cousin, my uncle's but he's not from Germany. He's from El Salvador, but he made his life over there in Germany. So he's like around like 25 minutes from there. So like when she came like 3 years ago, she brought me a jersey from them. So, but it was a good game. After the 15 minutes, we started controlling the ball, stuff like that. And I really like what I'm seeing from Adley. He just got to bulk up a little bit.
Definitely. And you know what? Kudos to the fans of FC Cologne. Wow. A full stadium, they were singing along. Great, for a preseason game. There must have been at least 25,000-30,000 people. Tommy, you have hey Tommy, hi from a Juve fan, bro, from CGS. So
let me tell you something.
Okay, here we go.
Let me get started with these guys. Che cazzo avete comprato? Let me ask you.
By the way, Tommy,
34-year-old.
I think your mic is back to your computer instead of your headphones. I don't know if you have to because you sound a bit muffled. If people want to hear your true voice, you got the nice beard now. You're getting comments on the try to change up your settings, but we can still hear you. Go ahead.
Ma che cazzo hanno comprato a Juventus? Can you tell me?
But they got the puck back.
Tutti i bidoni, because Di Maria just finished work for 34, 35 anni. He can't even move anymore. If you prepare this guy's physiques to do Ibrahimovic could squash him like a roach. This guy's worth nothing. Second of all, Pogba, if he was so good at Manchester United, he wasn't going to be on the bench. Let me tell you something. Tutte merde. La Juventus this year they're going to do nothing. Lo scudetto lo vincerà ancora in Milan because I saw l'Inter today. If that's a team that everybody's supposed to be scared of, I don't see who they're going to be scared of. Questi qua non hanno neanche una maniera di giocare. They had all the big guns. They had Lukaku, they had Lukaku, they had Lontauro, they had this and they had that, and they couldn't even match up with Monaco. And Milan had 11 starters that weren't even there, and they kicked Cologne's ass in Germany.
And she just said talk about the
E la Juventus si va a mangiare le pizze.
Thank you. From your try to fix up your microphone there, Tommy.
See,
But
just one of the good
yeah,
ones.
he's one of the good ones. And you know what? For me, I was talking. I went to see Steve before he went on vacation. Guys remember vacation? He's out there scouting a right wing for Milan. But we're talking to one of his neighbors. That is Juventini, one of the good ones. And I said, no matter what they signed, I do not see Juventus going through another season like they did last year. But again, it goes back to what Steve he was saying is like, yeah, but if they get rid of the elite, what's their defense? You can have Pogba, you can have Di Maria, you can have all these guys up front, but if you don't have that defense, so we shall see. But this is a Milan.
O migliore was un vecchiaccio là, Chiellini. He was the best guy. The rest, they could all throw them in the garbage,
So,
as far
but
as
but
I'm concerned.
but this look at the Skrilla saying Red Bird out. Maybe he's friends with Red Rock Nation Husney. But guys, let's talk about a bit about Milan. I'm already down. I'm already down. We bet 3 pitchers of beer, Jan and I. We said I said that CDK would be signing within the week. I'm already down that one. I said that we will get Zayek, no matter how you spell his name, and that Dybala would sign by the end of July. But right now, I'm still down just 1 pitcher. Gio, it seems that every news that we're hearing is siamo vicinissimi. It's going to happen next week. Out of all these rumors, all this kind of stuff, um, which ones you actually put truth to? I know we're all fed up of these rumors. I know we all are. But and on a side note, guys, nobody's talking about Adley being an actual signing. And so far, what we've seen, I know it's nothing. It's been a a training session and a preseason. He's looked fantastic in the way he's been talking. Robert da Milan, but Gio, which ones do you put truth to?
I mean, the only one I'll put truth to is CDK. I think they're pushing, but if a player's worth like $40 million, like why would you go just to put 20, then 25? Why don't you just go like, okay, 28 plus, and then we'll give you players. But if we start with the low ball, and that's what takes a lot of time, a club like Leeds, yeah, they're in the Premier League, and they can't be spending like that. But now they have money. Well, do they really have money? They only got the 55 for Calvin Phillips because the Rafinha deal is an IOU. That's what I want to talk about today, Vinny. Like, I don't know how Barcelona could like not pay them or anything. Just we're gonna promise we're gonna pay you, and then Lewandowski, Rafinha, and then all these players like, like
I,
I
I
don't know.
I did read a bit on Twitter this whole promise to pay. Would it be? I know they sold some TV rights, upcoming TV rights for the next like 25 or 10%. And now it's not Kanu anymore, it's the Spotify Stadium. And I don't know, like guys on Twitter, don't believe everything you read, but there's a couple of them that really explain stuff for people like you and I. It just for us, it's hard to see stuff like that when us here we are at Milan, and it reminds me of the good old Galliani days, right? Where remember when it was from Mario Balotelli and they wanted 25 million and Galliani is there is like I'm going to give you 5, and it just this whole back and forth and this whole Renato Sanchez and then okay, and I think we did good with Botman. We were not going to pay over 40 million for our center back. Tommy, how about you, dude? What do you put
But
yourself in all
look,
these rumors?
why people are crying about Sanchez?
No, people
Un
don't. I don't think
bidon, un
people. No, I don't think
bidon.
people.
This guy is worth nothing. This guy Mendes, what? We're supposed to pay a guy who used to be benched at Bayern Munich. Ancelotti. If he was so good, Ancelotti wasn't going to bench him. He used to be benched by Ancelotti. Now he's going to Paris Saint Germain. He's probably going to play 1 or 2 games the whole season. The rest is going to be benched. That's the way it goes.
But I don't
Uh,
think people are crying about. I think honestly,
Come on,
what will we be
Nubidon.
crying about?
We have Pogba, but we don't
I
need
think
this guy.
CDK. I think CDK is the one player that people will be disappointed because Botman. I don't think a lot of the Milan fans online have like what at that price we weren't going to pay that price, right? But looking at the way he came out and said he never said he wants to join Milan. He just said I'm ready to move from Club Rouge. I'm ready for Champions League. I'm ready for Un Mundial. But Tommy, for you, where do you follow a certain person or out of all these rumors that there's what's that guy's name from PSG Wigilinum? I don't even know how to spell his name. And for me, Renato Sanchez, hey, it's all fine if you want to go get the more money at PSG and warm the bench a la Donnarumma. It's all Charles de Krunic, yeah. But you, Tommy, which ones do you believe, or is there a person
I
online that you
think
actually believe?
the Cutler, whatever his name is, I think he's gonna come. At the end, I think he's gonna come. Boy, the rest, who knows? I don't think Dybala's coming. Just to
No,
let you know, I don't
Dybala's
think
not coming.
Dybala's not coming. They don't want to pay. Milan has trouble even paying Leao 6 million that he's demanding.
And I was telling this to Gio before, Tommy. Picture, okay, he just dropped his wages to 5. Imagine signing a player at Milan at 5. Who's making more than 5 a year at Milan? Imagine you.
Ibrahimovic.
But Ibrahimovic is going to go down to like 1.5. But before that, nobody's making more than 5, right? So imagine bringing in a guy like Dybala, and guys, it shows a lot, right, Gio? Who's is there a lineup for Dybala? And I'm surprised because Dybala is not a bad player. Let's be honest. And where's he going to go? Napoli, Roma. He wants to stay in Italy. But for one thing's for sure, this Serie A is going to be very competitive, and people could joke about our mercato. People can laugh all they want. Siamo campione d'Italia. They can say whatever they want. I just know it's going to be more competitive. And oh yeah, Interisti doing 2-2, La Rimonta with against the Monaco today. But again, it's still preseason. But Gio, how about you, man? What do you got to say?
Man, Vinny, I think like see, you know what? First off, because this guy, man, I just want to say like it's bittersweet for me, like as a Milan fan. I've been through the shit with this club, and a guy like Romagnoli, like there's a lot of big accounts that are shitting on him. And what's up with you guys? And y'all love Leao. Romagnoli had a chance to go to Barca when he was at the top of his game,
Yeah.
and Chelsea, and he said, "Nah, I want to stay here at Milan." And you know what? The guy fell off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say he was a but. Like, oh, we don't need him. Like, just the disrespect. And then those are the same guys that are layout lovers, you know.
And
And
Romagnoli always conducted as a professional.
yeah, professional. They're layout fanboys that and then watch one layout. The same guys that are crying because Adley has the number 7. You know what? Maldini, he's probably knowing that, okay, he's probably not going to be here long term. To me, like I've always said, give Leao the money and then play him one more year so we could stay at the top of the game. And then just sell him for 150 million, and then we could have a better team with him, with better players and everything like that. To me,
Well, no,
like,
go ahead.
No, but
not
I'm
to
saying like Romagnoli is making a lot of sense to me. I don't know why people were shitting on Romagnoli. Yes, he dropped off, like you said, but you know what? I'm happy for him. He's at his boyhood club, Lazio. He did in the banter era, Tommy, with the Young Ongli era, that he re-signed all those years. Did he ever si è comportato da professionista sempre, right? For Romagnoli.
Well,
So
I
I don't have
can't say
anything bad
nothing
to say.
bad about nothing bad.
But
As a professional, I can't
Ev-
say anything bad.
even Castillejo, right? We would joke around during the season, Castillejo this, but did he ever, when he was asked upon that one game that he came on, he gave all his heart, right? When we won that derby, when he went to switch the lights from blue to red, and did you guys see his post? He's posting in Granzandi Milanisti, like a Milanista at heart,
Yeah,
and he's going to join Gattuso. We can make fun of these players all we want during the season that he's
I
like
would
this,
make
but
more fun of Çalhanoğlu, not him.
in the end, but
Benny
yeah,
and Samu, he didn't take no money, man. That's how you know that
Yeah,
guy really loves the club. Like he learned that from Gattuso, because remember we owed Gattuso over 15 million dollars because we had fired him,
yeah.
and Gattuso said no, I don't want the money. I can never charge the club for giving me this opportunity. Big Samu, he did that with 6 or 7 million, whatever they said, but. And if he performs over there, we're gonna get a little compensation, which is good for
and
me.
and that's why for me, yes, guys, I know we're frustrated with the mercato and signings, but look at a guy like Adli, the way he spoke. Rob da Milan, just the way he spoke intelligently and the way he feels right at home. Did you hear him speak Italian, Tommy? That he went to Italian school and he said a couple of words in Italian, and he said, by a month or two, I'll be doing an intervista all in Italiano. But
tutto in italiano, yeah.
I think that's what they're looking for, is that these guys are Rob da Milan. So that's why I think that Renato Sanchez incoming, because you want to go for, I have no problem you going for me for money. So but a guy like CDK sembra costa da Milan because he wants to, and now the club is just going for money. But in the end, do you take everything with a grain of salt, Tommy? When do you start stressing? Do you start stressing as of September 1st when il mercato è chiuso?
No, I
For
mean, I don't start stressing at all.
You're not stressing at all.
Fanno come cazzo gli pare. Because at the end, even this year, even the last year, they didn't give us a Scudetto ranks, and then we did it. So I'm not. I leave everything in Maldini and Masara's hands. They know what they're doing.
Dino's
Then,
saying,
of
it's
course,
crazy. How do we not have
then
money
of
to buy
course
these?
the referees that they want to
Okay.
come in and switch the play the ball game in the Juventus favor. That there's nothing we could do because
Let's let the season start,
that's what
Tommy.
they always do.
But Dino's saying, it's crazy that we don't have money to buy these players. We just won the league. We should be ambitious. I get what he's saying, but let's remember, whether Redbird right now is on paper, this is still an Elliott club. And I remember saying this to Steve during the podcast, is that if Elliott is going, Minchia, we won a Scudetto without spending $1, right? They're going to spend, but in the end, Elliott is not concerned about putting Milan back on top of the world. They're thinking about finance, and they did a fantastic job,
They want to sell, yeah.
And CJ saying Pobega and Adli, is it an upgrade from Kessie? Is Sanchez coming in fundamental? Sanchez, forget it. But Pobega and Adli is an upgrade from Kessie, Gio? Time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. And what Kessie he mentioned us or whatever what his name is. I don't have no hard feelings for him after the fact. He played the 5 last games of the season out of this world. We got the Scudetto, and you know what? We should be celebrating right now. But these guys on Twitter, they getting me pissed off. They disrespecting people who are loyal to the club, and me, I don't really like
Look,
that. It's crazy.
The only problem we had with Kessie is that what he said during the Olympics. I think if he wouldn't have said a single word, people would have judged this a little bit more. And I don't even know how Kessie's part of the Barcelona team doing the US tour if he's still not even a registered player. But that's a story on its own. Tommy, how about you? Pobega and Adli, you think it is an upgrade? On time will tell, right? But so Pobega, he's been on loan a couple of years, and are you happy to see that Milan's going to give him a fair chance?
Look, I always said it. You have to give time to the players. He's young. You have to give them time to maturire. And that's why I always said, when you have young players, you have to have 2 or 3 more experienced players so they can learn the ropes. And Milan doesn't have that.
They're gonna do
Milan, that's why they're gonna have to give them time so they can become more mature.
Maldini's gonna go to Venezia, right, on loan. Who else is going out on loan? I think Gio Roback is probably gonna go on loan.
No, he's sold. He's gonna go loan with obligation to buy.
But all these young players.
My favorite young player, McNasty, he's going on loan. To Serie B.
Serie B. And hey guys, to Como, getting Cesc Fabregas. I don't know what's going on in Serie A. Fabregas is going to Como, Serie B. Monza wants to get Luis Suarez. They want to get Tommy.
Complimenti al presidente Berlusconi. That's what I want to say. This guy has come out so far, and so far he spent $45 million on il mercato. Guys, it ain't peanuts. It's not like Cardinale that comes in. Americano, it seems to me that they don't jamangano lira. Sorry to say, he hasn't spent nothing.
Yeah, well, all this money that he said that he didn't spend with Milan all these years.
Che this guy?
No, Silvio.
I want to see him coming in and spend real money, spend some good money like Berlusconi used to have. We used to, you know what? A lot of people used to badmouth Berlusconi, whatever. Amici miei, like I always said, if Berlusconi wasn't going to be Milan, they had a buyer when Farina was going bankrupt. They had Ferrero Rocher, but you know what he was going to do? Milan, he was going to make them go bankrupt and then buy them. You know where you're going to see Milan? In Serie D. In Serie D. You think you were going to win all these Champions League that you won, all these trophies with a squad in Serie D. So people that talk, c'hanno la bocca grande. But they don't know nothing, my friend. They don't know nothing. If it wasn't for Berlusconi, and they came in February and bought Milan, they were going to go bankrupt. That's the honest truth. And he came out of his money 50 miliardi di vecchie lire to the banks. That's how much Milan owned. Today, we're talking 25 million euros that they owned to the bank.
Those were
but back in those days, we're talking 86.
Different times.
So people that badmouth him, stat is it. Because if it wasn't for him, you were never going to see a Gullit. You were never going to see a Van Basten. You were never going to see a Roberto Baggio. You were never going to see all these players. I piatti prelibati that you had with Papin, all these big players, you weren't going to see them if it wasn't for him. So people that talk bad about him,
Roberto doesn't agree with you. It's okay. That's this is all about. It's
even Agnelli. You know what? When Berlusconi bought Milan, Agnelli that year he came to Berlusconi. He offered him 40 miliardi di vecchie lire for Maldini. And you know what Berlusconi told him? If you want Maldini, you have to sell me your whole Juventus team, and it won't even be enough.
History lessons, but now we gotta stop taking in the past.
Look,
Tommy, let me ask you a question.
Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Yeah,
who's a little Milanista? Hey, little Milanista. Forza Milan. He knows about the Forza Milan, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But Tommy,
he knows the Forza Milan.
Tommy, let me ask you: when I go to Milan and I have to buy myself some jerseys, I have to replace my Seedorf one, and the other one I have to replace. Do I go with Van Basten or do I go with a classic Baresi?
Baresi.
Gio, how about you? Gio's going to tell me Baresi.
No, already know my
We
answer,
already
man.
know. But guys, nobody wanted to join us today. It's been good. But Gio, do you think we have a signing this week? Let's close this off with this way.
Do we have a signing? I hope that we have a signing this week, man. But I'm just really glad I'm ready to see Origi play. And you know what?
Yeah.
Today, La Masia, man. Oh man, I'd rather see Shaka Traore there, and I would let him learn and
It was Masia today with the commentator, but yeah, it's only one game, so we'll see.
This guy, but I'm really hoping Vinny. To me, I've been saying this since January. We really dropped the ball. We could have got Samuele Ricci for $10 million. We could have left him all alone. We probably would have got him for $6-7 million. Perfect Kessie replacement. And now I don't know what they do. Sanchez, I'm done with him. I don't want him to be here. Like Mendes, how the hell you want him to get $5 million net and he's always injured? And I'm just glad. To me, will make me happy if we get CDK, we get Mattia Vitti from Empoli, and we get Parisi from Empoli, and I would be very happy because I want a young Italian core on the team, and Sandrito, my daughter's favorite player, he's about to explode.
You let us know next week there will be another Milanista coming in the Gio's family, right? So you need to let us know on the Patreon. The Milanista Patreon group is growing, so make sure to let us know. And on
congratulations
to Fabio.
Thank you.
To Fabio having his move today, he couldn't make it. Fabio's moving into his house today, so we will talk to him very soon. Tommy, how about you? Let's finish. You know what? I'm not gonna ask you who's coming, who's not coming. Let's finish off with, because even though I'm putting you on the spot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Who do you have, Tommy, this week in Bidone history, cadaver history for Milan? Who do you have?
Il portiere Taibi that came to Milan in 1997, the stagione 1997-1998. He came from La Reggiana. Apparently, this guy was supposed to be the savior, the guy that used to take the balls out of the net sopra la linea. Il Salvatore dei Salvatori. This guy came to Milan, ha fatto una decina di partiti, he ended up on the bench. Capello had replaced him with Rossi till the end of the year because the guy was worth nothing.
Tahibi. Well, I love him when he gets to these players. I don't even remember these players. Even you got your brother here commenting. Tommy thinks that the best players to replace Kessie is Camara. Anguissa, not Sanchez, definitely. But guys, thank you for joining. Tommy, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the night. Gio, it's what is it? It's 2:30 in the afternoon there. Enjoy the family, enjoy the sunshine. Siamo campioni di Telecom, right? Just like what's that guy's the Roma fan, Gio? What's his name?
Lupo.
Lupo. When they won that championship, Tommy, he called himself Campione d'Europa. So us were
Who?
campione.
Chi?
There's guy, there's guy on Twitter, Lupo.
Wait, he's a
He's a Roma
Romanista.
fan. He's a
E lo
Romanista,
Pacchialeni should call himself il Lupacchiotto.
when he won they won that what is it called, the
The
conference
conference.
league thing. Siamo
Cup,
campioni d'Europa. And he called
sì,
himself.
the Conference Cup. Che cazzo di coppa è? Nessuno lo sa. Who knows what kind of cup it is?
Yeah, but Tommy, in his the way he's thinking, siamo campione d'Europa.
Vinny.
Siamo campione di Euro Telecom, right? That's what campione.
One
Yeah,
last
Gio.
thing I want to talk about. Serie A, get your stuff together. You know we cannot do a salary cap. We do not. The teams do not earn enough money to only spend 70 to 80% of your thing, unless you're going in for development of young Italians, which I'm cool with. But you have to say that in that presser because we don't own our stadiums or anything like that. So we're probably gonna be worse in the Portuguese league if we start doing a salary cap 70 to 80%.
Make all the teams
Well,
start
look,
owning their
but in
stadiums.
Italy, you know what? It's all. That's why Italy doesn't go forward. And a burocrazia. Naples wanted to build their own stadium at this and that. They made a paper. Milan, the same thing. That's why Italy is going upside down. Tutta
political system
burocrazia,
is wrong.
tutto corrotti.
Not only soccer, guys. It's like I saw these videos of people not having money to go buy bread for their kids when there's more politicians in Italy, guys, than the United States. It just put that into your heads. But this is a Milan.
And one last thing, Vinny, my bad.
Go,
Puma.
Oh, Jesus. Puma.
What's up with this cheap, authentic jersey that looks like a trash bag? And like, what's going on with this? Like, come on now.
It's made
like,
for the players, Gio.
No. Did you see Bakayoko when he was sweating and it was drenched? It looked like a trash bag. Vinny, come on, man. Puma, do better.
Yeah, but are they gonna sell this guy Bakayoko? What is it? Is he a Milanista? He's on loan or did we actually buy them?
2-year
loan.
Yeah,
But
should get rid of him. This guy.
So
is
you know
not
what,
good.
Gio? When I go to Milan, I'll buy the. I'm not sure I'm going to spend $200 for Canadian for a authentic jersey. I'll maybe buy the replicas, and I'll do one with Seedorf. You know what? You said Baresi. I'm gonna get because I need to replace my Maldini one. I'm gonna have to replace my Seedorf one, my Van Basten one. I never had a Baresi one. So when not the one in Rome, one in Milan, just go ahead and spend the money, right? So and you know what, Gio, I'll let you go tell off David that we changed the therapy session to have him on, and in the end, it's still a therapy session. Tommy, thank you for joining.
Aspetta, but don't forget, ci sta il magazzino Milan on the bottom of San Siro. You get sotto i primi.
Yeah, but Tommy, I don't want to be carrying bags during the game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. We're landing. The game is on Saturday at noon, right? We're landing on the Friday night. So by the time we settle in, and then David told us, like, people meet up at Piazza Duomo. So game finishes at 3.
But what time when you're leaving on Sunday?
We're leaving. No, we're getting there. We're getting there on the 1st. We're coming back on the 10th. So that's why, all depending on the Champions League
9 days.
game.
That's okay.
Yeah, the Champions League game is going to be on the 6th or the 7th. So hopefully,
so you're gonna get even the Champions League game.
I'm still seeing, the Champions League, and now we're just debating if it is in Milan. If it's not in Milan, I told my cousin, I'm like, look, it's an opportunity, right? Take a flight, $100, wherever it is. Would it be in France? Would it be in Germany, in England? Make a day out of it. And we have Milan Club Dublin too, that they're helping us out. So David Fanta from Philadelphia is helping us even with tickets. So it's just going to be a great experience, and I'm sure, guys, I'll be sending you guys plenty of videos. I cannot wait. I even bought an external battery because I know me taking lots of videos there. It's going to be an experience of a lifetime. It's a dream,
One
guys.
thing that's good with these phones now, they're good. They're quad band. You could go anywhere in the world with them. It's not like before that you had to rent a phone for Europe. That's the magic of it.
Exactly. So yes, Tommy, thank you. It's not 1997 anymore, but we get it. But guys,
drink water, Vinny, because I know you're going to be drinking like craft Italian beers the whole. I don't know how you're gonna survive because you landing Friday. You're gonna be drinking it till like 4 a.m. You're gonna have to wake up at 9 a.m. and then you're gonna meet at
carbs. Pasta and carbs, right? I'm gonna be with David and the First Lady. I think we'll be fine, and we got we got some family there. But I love Roberto AC Milan worldwide. But definitely. And Dino going, Sam, I'm going to the home opener versus Udinese. Awesome. Even Yusuf, Yusuf from our Patreon is going to the home opener versus Udinese. Dino, I hope you will enjoy. I'm sure you will enjoy. Guys, ovunque sempre. Enjoy yourselves. Ovunque sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan,
Milan.
guys. Ciao, guys.
Look at him.